Razer recently released new versions of some of their most popular mice, including the Deathadder V2, the Basilisk V2, and essential versions with less bells and whistles. So why would I buy the old version of the Deathadder Elite? This is William from Logitech, and in this video I'll be reviewing the Razer Deathadder Elite and why I think you should get it. First of all, the reason why I bought a gaming mouse in the first place, even though I am not a gamer, is because I wanted a mouse that was more reliable, more tactile, and more responsive. And I mean, the RGB is a bonus. For the past 3 years, I have been using the Logitech M720 Triathlon. I reviewed the Triathlon against the Apple Magic Mouse in a previous video which I have linked in the description. The Triathlon was good, but my main problems with it were that it was too small, the cursor would skip sometimes, and it was wireless, so not always the most reliable input. I decided to get the Deathadder Elite because Best Buy Canada was having a sale on some of the older Razer mice. I got mine for $40 Canadian, which translates to about $30 US. I think that this is a really good deal for a solid gaming mouse with RGB, and especially for a Razer mouse. Razer is known for their premiumly priced gaming peripherals. First off, let's talk about build quality. The build quality is solid. It's made of plastic, of course, and it is relatively light, especially when compared to my M720 because of the weight of the battery. It is also wired, so there is little to no input lag when playing games, but also provides a good general computing experience. The cable is braided, so it will last quite long before it really starts to wear down. The only downside of the cable is that it is not detachable, so if you want to use your own cable you can't with this mouse, unfortunately, unless you open it up and modify it yourself. Finally, the buttons feel very nice. There are 2 left and right buttons, the scroll wheel button, 2 side buttons, and 2 buttons on the top. Personally, I love buttons on mice because I usually map them to navigate windows and such on my computer. The buttons are very clicky. This is due to the mechanical switches they use. Of course, all of these buttons along with the RGB are customizable in the Razer Synapse software. Razer Synapse is a very good mouse and keyboard customizable software, which is partly what makes the ecosystem of Razer products so good. There's currently a beta out for Razer Synapse 3, but it is only available for Windows 10 as of right now. However, Synapse 2 does just fine for Mac users. Synapse allows you to map any of the buttons on your mouse, adjust DPI, change RGB lighting, and make custom macros. You can also fine-tune some of your mouse performance and sensitivity settings to ensure that you get the best possible use of your Deathadder Elite. The last thing I would like to talk about is the actual performance of this mouse. Unfortunately, I can't actually test the performance on this mouse for gaming since I don't have a gaming PC, but I am more talking about its performance as an everyday mouse. For me, it has been great so far. I have no issues with it whatsoever, and it is very smooth to use. The Deathadder goes up to a whopping 16,000 DPI for sensitivity, which is a DPI setting that I don't think very many people need or want, but it is there if you so choose. It being wired means that it is pretty light and you don't have to worry about battery life or latency while gaming. The ergonomics are also very good and allow for an enjoyable experience for gamers and people who use their computer on a daily basis. Personally, I prefer mice that favor the right hand since I am right-handed over ambidextrous mice which can be used with both a left or right hand, but it isn't super comfortable for either. So, should you buy a Razer Deathadder Elite? For the price that I got it for, it's a no-brainer. It works great as a regular mouse and of course performs well for gamers, which is who this mouse is geared towards. It has high sensitivity, good build quality, nice design in my opinion, and of course the most important part, RGB lighting. Just kidding, but it does look cool on any desk. Well, that's about it for this video. Let me know in the comments below, which mouse do you use on a daily basis and do you like it? If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe. Anyway, this has been William from Logitech, and I will see you in the next video.